Hey guys, thank you for tuning in to ChannelBK. My name is Brian. Welcome to a better lit nighttime movie review, but this one is for Sicario, starring Emily Blunt, Benicio del Toro, and Josh Brolin. Cinema spoiler show. This time I might actually get into a couple small spoilers, but for the most part it's a normal review, so here we go. Sicario is the brand new movie from the director of Prisoners and Enemy. Sort of like this Mexico, south of the border sort of crime epic, and it's a really intense film. Emily Blunt stars as Kate, who's kind of following the badassness of how she was in Edge of Tomorrow. She's a little bit kind of more vulnerable in this film. She's kind of a badass in a way, but there's a lot of vulnerability in there. Even though there was an Edge of Tomorrow, I think this is much more of that vulnerability from the beginning. And like I said, pretty much what happens is she's this negotiator for the FBI raiding homes as she gets thrown into this operation that leads her to Mexico, and it goes on all these twists and turns. And to be honest, this is one of the most gorgeous, most intense movies I've actually seen all year. The music was fantastic. Johan Johansson, who did the Theory of Everything score, completely different here. And Roger Deakins, bless that beautiful son of a bitch, because he made some beautiful imagery. It is so gorgeous just to look at it. The sprawling cityscapes, the colors, just the framing of everything. He's just a king at cinematography. But also, the acting is incredible. Like I said, Emily Blunt brings such a new dimension. Don't know why I said dimension like that. Dimension. I don't know. I'm going crazy now. She's so badass, but she has such a great vulnerability to her of her being thrown into this, not really knowing how to get out of it. And obviously Josh Brolin, who is the man who brings her into this, is kind of the snarky douchebag who kind of runs this whole operation. And Benicio del Toro, we get to sort of learn stuff throughout the film with him, but he's very mysterious as this informant, and he's really great in it as well. I do not know the actor's name. I know I should have looked it up, but the guy who's really close friends with Kate, I thought he was really good. And there's actually a couple cool cameos. Jeffrey Donovan, who was on Burn Notice, and there's another character that I won't really mention. He has kind of a small role, but he's an actor that I think a lot of people know about. I thought he was cool for what he had. But like I said, it's just really interesting to learn this whole story. There's a couple different elements that are brought up throughout the film that kind of leave you wondering until the end, and it just keeps on going. It's just super intense. There's this whole incredible scene when they're in this really confined space at night. The night vision scenes are super intense. This is one of those films where literally I have never sat like this, like kind of waiting for something to happen in a long time. Like, it's one of those films where in a lot of movies you kind of expect that, but this film was just so kind of dreary and dark, and you just didn't know where it was going to go. And there's some really cool reveals here and there. And again, like I said, the tone of this film is great with everything going on. And yes, I am super disappointed. I've never seen Prisoners and Enemy yet. I've been trying to before I saw this film. So this is my first film from this director, and I thought it was just really great. And again, going into it, I didn't know if I was just going to love it because of the fact that I'm like, what else could there be done and this and that? And especially the opening sequence to this film is just like incredible. It's just like so awesome, and it throws you into this film. But overall, I think for the normal review, I'd say go see it. This is probably the latest that I've seen a movie in a while. Hopefully it's still out in theaters. If not, catch it whenever it comes out on DVD, because I think there's going to be some Oscar buzz, especially for Roger Deakins, Johan Johansson, Emily Blunt. But spoiler part now, just a couple spoilers, and I'm not going to get into too many of them, mainly because I think you should go see this film. And I think that one big thing is what the whole story is and what is sort of the end goal. And that's mainly Benicio del Toro, where he is sort of this guy seeking revenge for his family, and he's been brought in. And again, you don't really know his whole deal, and it kind of gets unveiled throughout the thing. You think he's shady, but then he sort of is good, but he's still kind of like a douchebag in a way, but he's very mysterious, and you learn that he's sort of the one that's been running this operation, which gets revealed when he captures the guy in that raid, and he shoots Emily Blunt, and he says, you know, go turn back around. That's sort of how the ending of this film goes, where he threatens her to be like, yo, this was all hush hush, we did it by the books. And it's a really intense scene, especially when Emily Blunt aims the gun at him. That is such a tense scene. And again, it's like, I wouldn't really think that was a tense scene in any other movie, because it'd be like, oh, okay, it's, you know, oh my god. But it's just that moment was just great. And also, I really liked sort of Emily Blunt's character in a lot of ways, especially the other characters in the film, where they didn't really do a big job really having to explain a bunch of stuff. I think one of the most interesting things was her whole smoking habit, which is kind of brought up, but I think they do a really good job just sort of bringing it in, and it kind of adds a lot to that character. And I thought that was a really great job not having to ham it down our throats. So, I mean, overall, that's really the only big spoilers I had to say. And also because I believe the guy that plays the corrupt cop, or I don't think he's a corrupt cop, he's just a corrupt guy in the thing, is the guy that made the Hail Hydra line infamous, or gets it whispered to him in Captain America Winter Soldier. So, but again, if you guys saw this film, what you guys think, you love it as much as me, a little bit, not so much, or did you not like it at all? Leave it all in the comments below. If you liked, please like, and please subscribe if you want more movie reviews, as well as music and television reviews, original stuff hopefully coming soon, raw discussions every now and again. Thank you guys so much for watching and tuning in to Channel BK. Thank you, that is. Peace out.